is this it? Hello guys, I hope you can all hear me. But this is me again. I am DigitalQF, as you may have seen last night on my test stream. And tonight I will be covering the first 2021 LPL Valorant EVO League game. And tonight, of course, I am bringing to you Nebula versus Aftermind. The teams they have selected their maps, and the three maps will be Haven, Bind, and Ascent. All the teams are ready in the lobby and just waiting. So, Nebula, you know who they are. OC team, sometimes they play really well. Sometimes they play sorta not as well. But they have gotten reasonably, they have achieved some certain goals. But unfortunately, they just haven't always been able to get the top spot. They always end up losing out to another team. But hey, as long as they keep practicing and work hard, perhaps it will happen. And Aftermind, I knew the roster, a few of the players, Pumpy and Travis actually, and they got picked up, the entire roster by Aftermind at some point, I think last year. And they've been pumping through games ever since. I haven't seen too much of them though, but nonetheless, they are here today, and this will be an LPL 2021 League game, Evolution, and I hope to see both teams in the VOT Open Qualifiers sometime later this week. And guys, I'm going to see that the teams are ready, and we will get into map 1, which will be Haven. Oh yeah, and just as a rundown, Aftermind, you know what, I'll tell you guys who the players are on the teams real soon. Yeah. Davy Jones's locker. I'm talking to a Kraken. And let's get started. See you guys later. Well, as you can see on Team Nebula, you do have Rurals, Jesse, Berksy, a Kraken, and Minimize. And just so you guys don't know, what is a Kraken's favorite movie? Pirates of the Caribbean 2, because the Kraken's in it. And now, meanwhile, on Aftermind, we have Marsh, Pumpy, Travis, Pocket, and Crazed. All the agents are basically getting locked in. I'm not seeing any Brimstones just yet, which is not really a big deal, I have to say. I still think Omen has his place. But seriously, this is a mirror matchup in every single way. You're seeing Jets, Cyphers, Phoenixes, and who am I missing? Sova as well. Everyone is exactly the same. I think actually the Nebula lineup has undergone a few changes in the form of Rurals and Berksy, Punda, or Nice Hacks. They may have played for Nice Nebula sometime in the past. But the thing is, oh man, I gotta tell you, Nice Hacks recently, apparently on Twitter, he had to go through some personal stuff to deal with something, so he couldn't quite commit to Team Nebula anymore and Valorant, which is pretty unfortunate, but nonetheless, life goes on. What can you do? Now, I'm just going to load in the overlay. Hope the teams are right. They are not. Aftermind. Neb. One moment, guys. Almost done here. There we go. Perfection. Alright, now hand your camera controls over to Crash the Man, who's specking a stone dragon right now. I like that. You know, some games, RPG games, when they have dragons with the stone element, it doesn't make any sense. What, is the dragon meant to breathe stone? That's heavy. Nonetheless, right now, Nebula, after a really aggressive C-Long approach, 4 players, especially the 2 duelists, Jet and Phoenix, leading the charge, pumping bullets out. Now, one thing you have to realize, they have ghosts, therefore no armor. 1 shot to the head, 100 HP. It's a bit of a big deal. Pumpy. Oh, he's making them calls, and that Cypher Cam, unlike that. You don't see all the way down C-Long, but you do see enough if the players on the attacking side do push up. But overall, I like this. Solid starting defense coming out from Aftermind. but they are leaving A site alone, as the Cypher isn't playing A, rather on C. So they should be reasonably confident that they can retake the A site. 3 flashes, maybe 2 flashes after all, but Nebula as well. My God, just taking this very slow, not much going on, just trying to gather intel. Cypher cams are all pumped out from Nebula. You have one watching Garage, which I'm not too sure what he aims to spot with it, and still Pumpy on the Cypher cam C-Long as well. Still sees nothing, but Nebula, they're about to engage right now. The utility about to fly out, and there you go, Pumpy spots out a few players, and the cam does get taken out eventually. Berksy leading the charge along with the minimize. There comes the flash, and oh dear me, Pumpy! Someone turns around, but it was Marsh who gets the kill, and it's just a trade back and forth on site for superiority right now. Nebula, they do have side control, 3 players standing, and the spike should be coming down. Aftermind, though, like I said earlier, they have flashes, so this retake should be doable for them. And oh no, minimize gets caught off guard. That's a really good paranoia, though. Saves his life. Pocket springs down to it, the classic point blank. And oh my God, Rolls is holding on, but for how long? That's just rough. Aftermind, they do manage to clutch it out. 2 players standing, not bad. Pretty clean retake on the pistol round. And also in the chat, I see D Nemesis saying, "Where is Dragon?" Well, Dragon, he's no longer playing, I think. So that's pretty unfortunate. And Centimeters calling me a young Arrow. Man, I don't know what to think of that. I like to think that I'm a little bit more optimistic or happier. And hey guys, is my mic a little bit too loud? Do let me know. Recently I got a new mic and I'm uncertain how it sounds on your end. Nebula. Of course, they lost the pistol round, no big deal. I like that. Cypher Cage, out A-Long, mental conditioning. Make Aftermind think that something might be happening, but look at that. Pocket, just the timing wasn't quite right. Here, the Guardian, 65 damage to the body, and he doesn't actually opt to hold the angle any longer, which might have been the smart play. Nebula, when you have inferior guns, you make up for it with superior quantity of players. The entire team, really, they were grouped so far up A, and I think they managed to steal the ult orb, and now they back off, perhaps working together the team over to C to pick up the other ult orb. Not a bad deal, I think. However, the rotation is right. Pompey has utility inside, and there you go, that's the tell. They're jumping over it! Yes! No, Berksy does get caught after all. Well, Crazy's by himself on site. Has a stinger though, and it decides to not shoot instead get offside and escape with his life. Aftermind, my God, Nebula, somehow, they managed to plant the spike with 5 players standing. Aftermind, 5v5, and SMGs. They should be able to retake this handily, but Nebula, you know, at point blank ranges or close ranges with classics, you might just be able to pull off the impossible. Pocket, that's a wallbang, come on, man. Oh, minimize, catches good plays, oh God, no! Couldn't quite land the sprays on the marsh. That's a real unfortunate gamer moment right there, and Pumpy cleans up 3 with the Ares. Nebula, they do go down, but they got the plant, and they got 2 kills, so this is actually not a bad result out of a eco round. Now, Nebula, that's 2 plants, 2 rounds in a row, 1.5k split across 5 players, and now they can fully buy up. Not only that, they have some money left in the bank for utility in later rounds if need be. Usually some teams on the 3rd round, when they can finally buy, they tend to have a little bit less money in the bank, maybe 100 or even 0, but this is good for Nebula. Meanwhile, Travis, though, Aftermind, the $4.5k, no, $5,000 actually, operator is already out, and it's a really scrappy buy for Aftermind. Travis, he's going to go huge for his team. Pocket, oh my God, already clean shots and a Kraken. That's the Cypher down, that's the flanks open potentially. Travis does miss a shot. Minimize tags them down gently, just a few tickles. Nebula, like I said earlier, a man down, and those one-way smokes from Marsh, okay, well, he just failed the second one. Nonetheless, a one-way smoke would have been better, but a smoke nonetheless makes Nebula's life just that much harder. Good flash. Marsh dodges it and narrowly misses the headshot. Has to back off. The smart play. The man advantage. So it's okay. Just play for the retake. Minimize actions on the side. This is a really good movement tech, but oh, he couldn't quite land the shot. Crazed does take him, spray him down with the Spectre. Thankfully, though, Berksy was fast on the pickup. Nebula, they have a gun advantage, but a man disadvantage. I think they have a solid chance of winning this round. It all just comes down to whether or not Pocket, actually, with the running back, man, just to nab a kill or 2. Or if the Travis's operator gets in more kills, that's a really good paranoia. Perfect. I don't even think it was from Nebula, actually. Maybe it was. Berksy. Oh no, Pocket's just invincible right now, and it's all down to the last player. Jesse, good for 3. Pocket now only a Spectre. 29 HP, can't really heal. Of course, Jesse gets the kill. 4 kills, 40 damage to the body with a bullet of the Vandal. Nebula, they pick up the first round on the board. Well, that was actually a really disastrous round for Travis. He bought the operator. They invested so much into that round, and he didn't really get much out of it. And it's not the most ideal situation you want to be in. And Nebula now, they might be able to swing the momentum of the game into their favor. Aftermind, I like the double peek, because if anything, that Jet should be going for the ultimate orb and slowly charge up her Blade Storms. One more point after she picks up the orb, and she will have it. Nebula, once again, really passive plays. I'm not too sure what they're reading into. Maybe expecting a few of the players of Aftermind to be on a really bad buy and expecting a push to come out from the defense. Obviously, that's not what we're seeing right now, but Jesse, Sova, Aldrone, that's what you like to see.
Here.
Pump out the utility first. And I'm not too sure what Minimize is pinging so high up. Calling for the recon arrow from his teammate, of course. You order in utility from your initiators, and you shall receive. Crazed. Oh my god, here we go. The shotgun lineup. A Kraken. He's planting, and off angle about Berksy. He's at the default spot. I'm not too sure why a lot of teams, they don't make new lineups to shoot that back of side and plant spot. Pumpy on the flank already takes down Minimize. What happened to the Cypher Traps? No, a Kraken goes down. The Cypher Traps are useless. Pumpy looking for a challenge, and the backup has arrived. Nebula down to the last 2 players. You don't have much to work with right now. Berksy, maybe a few flashes, but dear me, he can't really pick out too much. That's a good smoke, actually, but the defuse is coming through. Crazy's going for the stick. Berksy gets 1, but 3 players on the site to make sure the spike gets defused. Aftermind, wow. Just as I say, Nebula, this was their chance to swing the momentum over. Aftermind, they strike back. 3-1, not too bad. But, Nebula right now. 5 ultimates on their team. They could actually make a big play happen. Minimize, this might be the time to use the Blade Storms. Or he could save it for a later round, because the thing is right now, when the whole team, you only have classics, and Minimize uses the Blade Storms, it's all on him. He dies, that's your hopes and dreams of doing anything in this round gone. Oh, Pocket, not like this. 1 more point, and he gets the runner back. He's already done so much damage as well to Berksy. 20 HP, and I do think Berksy might be perhaps not healing to either not make sound or to use the runner back. To hit to auto heal, but it's a risky play, I gotta admit. Yep, there we go, Berksy. He's pumped that out, but oh no, gets taken out instantly by Pumpy. The Cypher Trap was too good, and they're Aftermind. They're just killing Nebula right now. Pumpy, good for 2, of course. And oh dearie me, this fell apart disastrously. Minimize couldn't get anything done with the Blade Storm after all. Flawless round for Aftermind. Nebula, this is not the way. 2 ultimates invested, and not only that, 2 very pivotal ults. Berksy only had a classic, and he decided to use the run it back on a round like that. I don't know, I think it was a questionable choice. Maybe let Minimize the Jet Blade Storms go for the solo ult, but the run it back? That's questionable, seriously. Now Aftermind, Pocket, he himself has a run back of his own, and oh my god, it's a rifle versus rifle round, but Aftermind, they are looking really confident on this defending half. Pumpy is holding back C now and playing really passive, hoping that perhaps his teammates can arrive and help him out and bail him out should the site take a turn for the worse. I'm not sure if he should have shot though, his position may have been revealed. Oh, there you go, the Cypher Traps are good. And he's moving away, but he's standing out in the open though. Marsh, he doesn't get seen. No. Marsh for 2 on the Jet, Marsh for 3, Marsh for 4. It's all down to the last play. Berksy by himself. He does take down Marsh, but I don't think it's going his way realistically. As a Vandal, good for 1. But dear me, Aftermind, just have him outgunned, outmanned. And now, look how the tables turn. Aftermind, 5 ultimates aside. Pocket didn't even have to use the run it back. Travis, the Bladestorm crazed. I think he's had that Hunter's Fury for quite a while now. Hasn't had to use it at all. Nebula just unable to find their stride perhaps early into this map. It could be just a slow start, or maybe they just need to warm up a little bit. Okay, that's a really mysterious buy. Minimize with the $900 Bucky on the attacking side. I had my mixed feelings about it. Pocket. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. For 4, maybe? Pocket? Good for 1. Pocket for 2. Pocket for 3. The reset, and the Bucky at that range not going to do him much good. And the blind as well, but no, Minimize point blank jumps in his face and pumps shotgun shells into Pocket's head. Still 2v4. And Nebula, take that to a 1v4. All down to Minimize by himself. Has picked up a Vandal, but hey, it's a tall mountain to climb. Does have the spike in his hands, so thankfully, it's not a bad deal. Oh, Minimize, you gotta be joking. 60 HP, and he's getting cornered from every single angle. The buddy system from Aftermind, yeah, Minimize, good for 1. So good on him, but oh my god, Aftermind, clean cut. It's such a tactical SWAT team coming out from Aftermind right now. The buddy system playing so like tactical and careful, not letting any of the Nebula players capitalize off of getting a single kill and, you know, getting map positioning.
Yes.
And also, Ome, I won't be casting the AGG versus Fun Crew. I do believe that's on the official LPL channel because I'm not the contracted caster for this season because I don't know. But yeah, that's because it's LPL Legends. This is Evo. Oh, that paranoia was good. The Pocket! Oh, that's a really good recon arrow! He manages to see the entire team! And Travis, steering me, he gets tagged down quite heavily. But Nebula, what are you doing? Stop picking one at a time! Not like this! Smash for 3. This guy is too sharp. He's entered his domain. Now cracking down the last player by himself. The damage is good. But how much further can possibly... Whoa! Clean tap onto Crazed. I'll take it back. And this should be a kill, but unless Travis manages to get the headshot. Indeed, he does! Oh, man. Aftermind just absolutely binning Nebula right now. Nebula, what is going on? This isn't what you would expect out of a top 10 OC team. Probably. Down by 6. Aftermind just having a cakewalk right now. 3 players, double digits, Pocket and Pumpy, 11 kills, Marsh on 10, Travis on 5, Crazed, the server initiator on 2, hasn't had to do much. Oh, so dearing me. Meanwhile, on Nebula, Berksy, one of the new picked up players, on 5 kills, everyone else less than that. Oh, Berksy though, does have the run it back, and the Kraken takes down Pumpy, but I don't think they realize that Pocket is still hiding in the corner. Oh dear me, but they should check this, surely. Indeed they do, and the jet was bait for Berksy to get the kill, and this is a pretty good A take coming out right now. Nebula, finally, a big man advantage. 2 players, and the shot starts a little bit early. But Nebula actually not opting to go for the A take, probably because that Neural Theft told them that all 3 players on the defense were already rotated over. So instead, they're going over to C. The cross-map rotate, and no, dearie me, rolls. They don't really have to do that, but the flank by the lurking play, but Jesse catches 1 and manages to run out. That's a good play, though. You get a kill, and you back off. Oh. Let's just not talk about... Let's not talk about that. Even Crash was amazed. Minimize. How do you miss a shot like that? Oh my god. The Omen was staring into a wooden wall for crying out loud. He had no peripheral vision. Aftermind, the last 2 players left. They should be calling a save realistically, or go for exit frags because there's a very low chance of reclaiming the site and defusing, since the spike has already ticked probably halfway now at this point. Travis already off to a good start, takes down Minimize, jet difference, looking for more, but oh no. Marsh, here comes the paranoia, and Travis, he might be putting off of that, but dearie me, it was overzealous. There's 4 players staring them down, and Travis, what are you doing? Still gets another kill, Marsh for another! But the damage has been done. Nebula, they won the round, but at what cost? They lost 3 players. Aftermind, still in a really comfortable position. Travis, for crying out loud, $9,000. He's capped out, making it rain, and of course, he splurges big. $5,000, 50 cal sniper rifle, looking to play hard on the defense. Nebula, you're down by 5. This is a best of 3 though, so losing map 1, it's not the end of the world, but maybe a tactical timeout would have been smart a little bit earlier on. Brooksy. I like the buddy system now. I'll crack him with Brooksy just to peek out A-long, get some positioning or intel, figure out what's going on. Now, Pumpy, the Cypher, he switched sites and playing on the A site now. However, his Cypher traps are all behind him, so he is standing really close in the sewer angle, probably gambling huge that Nebula, if they do push down sewers, they won't check the corners and find him. Minimize. Dear, I mean, Blade Storms are out, but he does have the dollar store operator compared to Travis, who has the proper big boy gun. Oh, Travis, he does get revealed, and they know that a jet with an operator is on the C side. Jesse, the Howard drone, still flying through. Travis actually missing the shot on the piece of util, but no, he's back on the angle now. Oh no, good for ones to Jesse, and he could possibly keep going for more. Nebula minimize, this is good.
30 seconds left.
This is aggressive, but he gets paranoid. Marsh still going for more. Travis yet another minimize, not like this, man. Oh, thankfully Riddles does finish the job. It's a slow start, ladies and gentlemen, for Nebula. The spike does get planted, and Minimize has a Marshall. This isn't the ideal gun you want in this situation. And already a flank is out. Pumpy catches Minimize, buddy hopping around. Whack-a-mole, down he goes.
One enemy
Pumpy
remaining.
for 2. It's all down to the last player now. Rolls, 19 HP, not a chance. He is down and out. Aftermind, good retake. Losing only 2 players during the site take, but 8-2. Looking really good, map 1, first half. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Pumpy, the Battle Sentinel on Cypher. 13 kills, leading his team to victory right now. Meanwhile, Nebula, hey, look, yet a player to break double digits in kills, but real to minimize double digits for deaths, though. So, well, it's something. And oh no, the economy for Nebula back to another save, but there's only maybe 2 rounds left in the half. So 2 players buying Vandals and the other 3 half buying? It's I don't know, it's questionable to an extent. You could have a higher chance of winning the final round of the first half by betting it all there and basically full buying as a team, but instead, a half buy from half the team? I don't know, it's a risky play. It might pay off though. Who knows? Minimize the Bucky, the Iron Bucky, very deadly. I like that boomstick, but if he dashes into the wrong angle, Travis is gonna catch him off guard. Travis misses the shot, and oh my god, it hits! Minimize, who does get the better of him. Minimize now has finally the $5,000 operator, and that's the first time actually his jet has held one in her hands this game. Pumpy. Oh no, not like this. Going for a flank, but Kraken is aware. The crosshair placement should be looking to land his headshot. Pumpy walks right into Kraken's crosshair, and Kraken takes him down easy peasy. Cypher on Cypher action. Aftermind though, their retake ability is very powerful, and they are going for this after all. Oh, the tag from the Hunter Fury is good. Pocket, I mean, he doesn't know where to go. He just gets destroyed. Craze 5 bullets left. Good for 1, but oh dear me, the spike is super hard tick, and the shot darts as well. Good left, right, good night, I think, Crazed. He can probably save, but oh no, he's gonna die after all. No, he does survive. Good job, good job.
Last round before the switch.
Last round before the switch, and somehow Nebula, they actually managed to win that previous round off of such a scrappy buy across the team. So good job to them. But look, you're still down by 5. You need every single advantage you can get. 4-8 to finish off the first half. It's not too bad. Could be worse. But Aftermind, oh man. They really have their work cut out for them if they win this final round going into the second half. Ooh! I'm not too sure where that the recon arrow hits, but it looks pretty good. big brain geometry. Now, instead of Travis, the Jet playing on this high angle, we see it's Marsh, but thankfully though, Nebula doesn't push over there, and oh no! The Cypher trap from Pumpy, so deadly, doing so much work for his team in this game. Berksy, that was a runner back, so it wasn't the end of the world. Nebula, they got some intel. They know that the Jet with an operator is on the C side, and there's maybe a Cypher in the garage angle. 3 players on the left side of the map, and oh dear me, the entire Nebula team is bearing down onto the A sites. Aftermind, what do you do? Crazed, just pumping out util in the last ditch effort, and the pocket's already gone. Crazed gets taken out, and Nebula, pretty good site take. Minimize staring at a high angle for the shock darts. Oh no, actually for the Jet dash. It takes one Jet to no one. Marsh, that's a really good push, and good for and it's 1-for-1 trade really. All down to Pumpy now on the flank. Dear me, our Kraken is aware of his antics. It's always Pumpy the Cypher going for the flank play, and now Aftermind poised to lose this round unless Pumpy acts real fast. Nebula, oh man, probably gonna finish this first half 4-8. So things are starting to shine their way. And dearie me, Minimize 4-3. He had a few whoopsies early on in the first half, but I hope he is starting to come alive in the second. Aftermind now on the attack. The sides are switched. Realistically, if they win this pistol round, 9-4, 3 more rounds after that, well no, 4 more rounds after that, they will have taken map 1. So this game could be over real soon, or this goes the distance. And yeah guys, once again, do let me know if the microphone is it's a bit too loud for your ears. Just, I can always turn things down, but I don't want to turn things up too much. Mental conditioning from Pumpy, I like that as always. Cypher, pump your trap out early, and that recon arrow is good. It exposes one player at the very least on the A side. And not only one player, it's a Jet on A. Aftermind, dumping 3 players on A on the defense. They are so confident that Nebula would go for an A take. That Cypher cam is making a lot of noise, so perhaps it might just keep them on the side for a bit longer while... Wait, no. These sides are switched, sorry. Nebula dumping 3 players on the A side, but Aftermind, they are not going directly to the A sites. Instead, looking to either go for a B or a C split from what I'm seeing on the map right now. Oh, Berksy, dearie me, 71 HP once again, the Ghost, no armor, and he's not even going to use his hot hands for a heal. Aftermind indeed going for the B take, minimized by himself, and gets a good tag. That does a lot of damage. 3 players down, they're bearing down on him though, and that's a Jet privilege. You get a few kills, smart few players, and dash out to safety. The 2 players of Aftermind solo rolls, good for 1, and oh dear me, Travis couldn't really get much done, and Pumpy again on the flank play. Come on man, help your team on the pistol round. As by himself in a 1v4, the spike, it's not really planted for him either! Pumpy spraying away, doesn't get anything, minimized 22 HP, 180s, and takes them down, John Wick style.
Oh, was that important?
Nebula, the 5th round on the board, 3 behind Aftermind now, and oh man, they should be poised to win this round to bring it within 2 because the SMG buys. But Minimize, okay, I was expecting him to maybe hard save so he can buy a operator early, but the Judge on defense instead of a Spectre. I don't know because it looks like Aftermind right now they're going for a Hail Mary, do or die C take. That's a really good omen smoke, and there's no players of Nebula on the C site to even realize. Now they will see the smoke though, and a Kraken, good ping, spots 1, and the spread, that's a spray! No, dearie me, this is a Duke on site, pocket, good for 1, a Kraken's holding on, but no! They say in games, it's always faster to pull out your pistol than to reload, but when you're caught off guard in wrong position, it ain't the way to go though. Minimize, that's a tight spot to omen under him, sneakily planting the spike. However, the retake for Nebula is successful. 6-8. The comeback is in the works. Aftermind. You lose the first two, but you did manage to get the spike planted again 2 rounds in a row. So that's full buys, full armor, rifles, and some money left over in the bank. Look at Travis, 1k left as well. That should be able to sustain him a little bit longer, even if they lose this round. Meanwhile, Nebula probably gonna have to play the bonus. 2 players on pistols, meanwhile 3 gonna have to stick with what they have. A Judge and 2 Spectres. Oh no, Pocket. Oh no, Pocket looks the wrong way and Kraken takes him down with a shot to hit. A Kraken for 2, actually. That Sheriff is coming in clutch for Nebula right now. That's a 2-man advantage, but Travis pumping through the cage takes down Berksy, actually. Nebula, 2 players, 1 shot away from certain death. Perhaps more aggression isn't exactly warranted. Pumpy, and oh my god, always on the lurk play. But Pump pulls down his pants, and Jesse takes advantage of the situation. Aftermind. 2 players standing, but however, the combined HP on the last 2 players is more than the total of what Nebula have across 4. Oh, that footstep. A Kraken didn't hear it. Okay, fair enough. There you go. He heard that shot though. A Kraken, you don't want to peek this. Oh, but Aftermind, the last 2 players, they're not committing to going to the garage angle. Instead, going for the B push and plant, maybe? This is a really risky play because the Sova, Jesse, has a rifle staring down at the angle. Jesse might just catch the plays off guard and misses the spray down. Travis good for 1, and the spike can actually calm down. And oh dear me, Aftermind, they could actually clutch out this round because all 3 standing players of Nebula are so low. Crazed. Oh no, here's the drop down from Minimize. Minimize, man, you can't be doing this, buddy. Crazed inside that. Smoke now. Shot that. Minimize narrowly dodges it. But Crazed knows exactly where Minimize is holding. So it's all down to 1 player on the B side to hold down the 4. And this is just back and forth. Minimize takes him down. Travis on 4 now. Jet on Jet. Who can finish the job? Minimize has to land hard headshot. And no, walks right to the crosshair of Travis. And that's an ace going the way of Aftermind. Usually, whenever I see Travis and Pumpy, I always ask Pumpy, "Hey, where's Travis?" And he tends to always say, "Travis is asleep." But today, Travis is definitely not asleep, and he is here, hungry for blood. 15 kills now. He has overtaken the Phoenix and the Cypher for superiority. Bladestorm already available. Marsh 1 kill off of getting the From the Shadows teleport, and Pocket the same as well for the run it back. That's a man advantage potentially for Aftermind. Nebula still down by 3. Things could be better. Minimize. All we do right now is just click. He doesn't hear the ultimate being taken. Oh my god. Usually, you would expect to see a really stark contrast between how the 2 teams they play their attacking half. But honestly, right now, it's a mirror image of each other. Nebula, they play slow. So does Aftermind. The exact same tactical state of mind. But the only difference is 3 players of Nebula stacks towards the A side. That's a lot of utility. Roll, that's a good flash, but no! The recon arrow, it shows all the players, even though people are blind. It doesn't matter. Nebula, down 2 already. That's their smoke's gone. Aftermind, clean take. Jesse, you can't be missing those shots, man. You had to pump that headshot onto Marsh. That's a good shot, though. Matt narrowly tickles him. That one did real damage though. 24 HP. Marsh about to die. No Sage to heal you now. Nebula, and oh look at this. The call has been made. Go for the eco. It's not happening. The side take and Pocket is still standing there, ready to throw out a flashbang. Should it come to the worst. Aftermind. 5 players still standing. Clean side take. Clean round win. Well deserved. 10-6. If that round could be summed up for Aftermind, all I could really say was good timing and teamwork. They called the utility It landed at the same time as the push from the duelists, and the ultimate usage was perfect as well. If you have a Phoenix, run it back. Don't be afraid to use it, because on a buy versus buy round, when you're in the second half, this late in the game, win the rounds. Who cares about getting kills? Phoenix ult only takes 6 points to reacquire, so that is nothing. That's chump change in the long term. Minimize. This is ballsy. Oh no, he gets revealed and he has to dash out. Thankfully, that's a really good angle, Brooksy, and the flashback. Aftermind, that they've already wasted some utility for Nebula. That's a jet dash and 1 Phoenix hot hands. Nebula, the buy right now isn't perfect. 2 players on a really cheap buy. Meanwhile, 3 have big guns. Aftermind, once again, they showed some aggression C, but however, the take should be coming out towards the A side. A Kraken, gun already ready to kill, using his Cypher Traps, perhaps. That's good for 1. Craze is gone. That's the Sova, who I didn't think had his Hunter's Fury. No, he didn't. Pocket, that's a really deep angle. Misses a few shots and has to fall back now. Aftermind, 3 players still standing. A Kraken, good for another, actually. I missed that. But Nebula, the retake should be very doable now. Brooksy, that's a hard flash, already pushing through. And oh, hit the right angle, but Pocket too sharp for it. Minimize, had to finish off the job point blank with the sniper rifle. And now Travis going really aggressive, and the paranoia from his teammate, actually. Marsh killed his own teammate. Oh, the classic is pumped out, and oh my god, Jesse manages to survive with 2 HP. That was seriously down to the wire.
It is over.
10-7, Nebula. They could just be bringing it back, but hey, I don't want to jinx things just yet. Aftermind, even after losing 2 rounds, well, no, actually, they a few of the players actually survived early on. Oh no, they won 2 rounds in a row. Sorry, my bad. The economy is still looking really good. 2 ultimates as well. All the players, all 4 players actually, double digits. Only Crazed still on 4 kills, but hey, on the bright side, I think he's doubled his kills in the second half. Meanwhile, Nebula, could be better. Pocket again, farming the ult orb on his Phoenix. That is going to be the death of Nebula, I swear to God. Slow plays. Nebula, they're trying to figure out just what's going on, but Minimize, this is good. And oh no, he does get spotted, misses a shot narrowly, and they probably should be falling back, but then again, the jet privilege is, even though you may not have a gun advantage to some extent, you can still dash away should you miss a shot. That's all 2 flashes gone now. Minimize. He's hungry and thirsty to pick up this shot. Oh, I like this from Aftermind. They're keeping Nebula guessing. Look how much utility Nebula is using on the defense. They have no clue just where Aftermind are trying to play. And once again, this is the Aftermind classic. You show aggression elsewhere, but you always default back to A.
30 seconds
There you go, Recon Arrow about to fly out real soon, and they know the timing. And the players, they dash onto the side, but however, to their surprise, there is no one on the side of Nebula on site to defend. Jesse, okay, the jumping Hunter's Fury was probably for style points. Doesn't actually manage to catch Cranes, though, with his last shot. So, the advantage leaning perhaps slightly towards Aftermind. The spike is down, and Nebula, the retake, has to come through real soon, or else that spike is just going to explode. Pockets, oh, the king of this angle, and the crossfire from Aftermind, so good! Nebula, the retake, it's not happening! The drop down from Jesse does catch in Marsh now. 2v3, however, oh my god, the defense is dug in deep. Minimize, might have to try to stick this. It's not really happening though, and Hunter's Fury as well! My god, clean post-plant defense by Aftermind. Nebula, that may as well be the nail in the coffin, because the economy is not looking good on their end. If Nebula forces into this, the next round is a guaranteed eco, which probably means they'll lose map 1. They have to win this round. Or they could play it risky, save this round and full buy on the next to play for overtime. But when you're down by 4 rounds, do or die, man. Do or die. Jesse just doing a little bit of damage, but I don't think it's enough. A kill would have favored his team much more effectively. Now, this will be a surprise if Aftermind actually does opt to go for the C push. They showed so much aggression towards A in the previous few rounds, and this could be a real wild card going in their favor. Nebula, however, the players are rotating over real quick. I think it's because you have a Jet playing in the C long angle and the A long angle and not seeing any aggression. Aftermind Pocket, of course, run it back, already pushing on the site. And oh no, indeed, a Kraken does manage to take him down. However, it was for naught because it was an ultimate. That's what the running back was meant for. Get positioning. And Aftermind, they have the man advantage, and the spike is going down right now. Berksy has to run back of his own. However, I do think he should use it. He's taking so much damage, 60 HP now. Blind shot from Pocket. This guy is the king of shooting blind. Minimize does take him down. Berksy running back, gonna pump it out. Doesn't get anything out of it though. Minimize. Oh, you have to be aware that the Jet so close. Doesn't manage to get the flick. Travis now by himself. Aftermind. The tables have turned. Nebula, this retake looking really successful. 2 players standing. Travis, I like that. Dashing up high, and that's already a good kill into Reels. He's missing a few shots, then walks right into Berksy. It was so patient, biding his time. Travis, man, the spike wasn't being defused. But that was a smart play by the last 2 players of Nebula. Pump an Omen Smoke over the spike and try to go for a fake defuse. Hook, line, and sinker. 8 to 11, Nebula, they very much do hold on. But, oh man, it came down to one player, Berksy, by himself. So the economy going the way of Nebula. Still not very good. Half armor, a Judge, a Spectre, 3 rifles. Aftermind, they can still sustain themselves and keep going.
Cover going out.
Oh, minimize. Oh, you poor man. Couldn't even dash out of the way. The buddy system from Aftermind just takes him down nice and early. Pocket. That's a interesting flash early on. Just to perhaps, get positioning. Oh, no. I like this from Aftermind. He's waiting for his teammates out A long so they can push at the same time. This is really good teamwork and timing from Aftermind. Nebula. You're down by 3. What can you really do? And the Cyphers as well. They realize a flake might be coming out from either end. And Poppy about to engage!
They found my wire.
Oh! He catches a Kraken with his pants down. Aftermind, this is looking to be match point. Nebula, you have to win this round or else it's done. No way. They're going for the save? They're playing for overtime? Oh gosh, this is a risky play. I'm not too sure if it will pay off though. Travis, 19 kills for Aftermind. All 5 players standing as well. That's rifles for everyone. This is the Oprah Winfrey show. Nebula.
Point.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Things could not be worse. Minimize as well. One more ult point and he wouldn't have the Blade Storm. Oh, how do you get that final ult point? The ult points on this map favor the attackers. Maybe A, slightly, on the defense, but oh gosh. Indeed, Minimize, he's gonna go for it, and if Aftermind, they are Mega Brain, they should be going for the read and killing the Jet. Utility being used, actually. Pompey, he was aware to some extent, and no, he sees that the Jet has taken the ult point and Blade Storms are deployed. Nebula, though, they need to win this round because it's match point for Aftermind. Berksy. Oh, that's close. He noticed the player in the garage angle with him, though. It's all down to whether or not Pocket peeks this angle. He's holding still. Berksy, man, that's a really risky play, and Pocket does get the better of him. Aftermind, they play the buddy system, but you don't see it coming out from Nebula. Berksy, by himself, gets taken down. No trades, no one to back him up. Aftermind. Looking so good at map 1, I have to admit. The teamwork, I am loving this. Well, just as I say teamwork, they're blinding each other. Minimize, good for 1. Takes down Pocket. And no, that was all he was good for. Perhaps he could wait for his team to create space for him to actually get more kills with the Blade Storms. But no, a Kraken. He's making a huge call right now because the players of Aftermind aren't going for B after all. Instead, it's a mid to ace take. A Kraken can probably snipe down the Pumpy. Yes, he does. Long range, but Travis, no, he's still going for more. It's all down to Jesse by himself. And no, he does catch Travis. He wasn't expecting Jesse to already be there behind him. Omae wa mo Shindu. Jesse, recon arrow, available to use. 1v2 though. He has to make this happen. Oh no, he does get the wrong angle to an extent though. So many angles to check, and Marsh point blank executes him. Aftermind, they take map 1, 13-8. Nebula, you gotta try winning out in map 2 and 3. Ladies and gents, this is a best of 3. I would like to remind you, map 1 Haven, map 2 Bind, map 3 Ascent. So be strapped in for a show, for the show to continue. Not much to really say about this map 1. Aftermind, teamwork on point. 3 players, double digits. In fact, all 3 players, the top 4 players, about to go 20 as well. I'm loving this. 7 first bloods, 4 pocket, so deadly. Nebula, maybe it was a warm-up game. I'm hoping. Well, we will be going for a short break. Take 5. So I can drink some water, cool my vocal cords. But guys, don't go away just yet, because map 2 is coming in hot. It just occurred to me that I may have had my microphone muted for that period, so none of you guys heard what I was saying. Well, in short, I was saying this is going to be map 2, Nebula versus Aftermind, for Bind in a best-of-3 series. Oh well, I just came back from the bathroom, so you do have to forgive me for my mistake there. Anyways, Nebula, they have to win this round for a chance at redemption and striking back against Aftermind, or else it's going to be done and dusted. I won't even go to map 3. But however, from what we've seen already in map 1, Aftermind, they hit the ground fully sprinting. So I'm not too sure realistically what Nebula they can do to counter the aggression and ferocity, the timing, the synergy of Aftermind. Well, I just got the
Select your agent.
the scores sorted. I think that will be Aftermind. 1 up in a best-of-3. There we go. Perfect. Don't tell me it's a dodge. Okay, it's not. Berksy. So, this is a really interesting switch-up, actually, for Nebula. You have Minimize on the Phoenix and Berksy on the Cypher. Jesse on Sova, as usual. Not quite what I would have expected out of Nebula. Kraken getting off Cypher and playing Killjoy. Double Sentinel defense from Nebula on Bind. Meanwhile, it's a standard setup from Aftermind on the attack. 1 Sentinel, you have your standard Raze, you have Jet, you have Brimstone. And you have Solo. The thing about Bind is, obviously, the real niche thing about it is it's a map with 2 teleports, so you can go from one side of the map to another real quick. And Nebula opting to go hard on the defense. 2 Sentinels. You can have Cypher or Killjoy playing on the A side, meanwhile the other playing on the B side. So they want a strong defense. I'm not too sure how well they'll perform on the attack, but Aftermind, I see they are starting to play a really meta comp. Brimstone, a really good pick on this map. You have Molotov lineups, you have your Orbital Strike. The smokes, sure, they don't recharge like Omen, but it doesn't matter when your team plays so concise and coordinated. I've turned down my microphone gain just a little bit because I think in the previous game it was a bit too loud. And I'm also not using NVIDIA Broadcast anymore. Post-processing. Ugh. Aftermind. Good. Aggression already onto the A side. And no rolls playing off of the bait, hopefully. But no, dear me, Aftermind, they're not pushing. They're all gripped up in this U-Haul angle. What's going on? Nebula. Oh my god. They're swinging in their boots. And it's a mass exodus. A huge TP coming through onto the B side pocket. He's by himself and no blast packs to boost him into the TP. So this might be his death sentence. But however, Nebula, they don't check all the angles. Pumpy takes down 1, but it's a quick trade. Pumpy for 2. Pumpy looking for a 3rd. The damage has been done, though. Rural's already dinked down. But Aftermind, look, it's not even a B take. That's why 2 players of Nebula are still sitting on the A site. They are poised and ready.
30 seconds
A
left.
lot of utility, though, was used for Aftermind. So, they might have to play the rest of this round bare bones. That's a bit of a late smoke from Rurals. He's already tagged down so low. Ideally, he should be being baitful for one of his teammates. Berksy, good peek! But, oh man, the dink back right again. Sure, Aftermind, you are down a player, but you have the health advantage, especially in the movements bonus you get with the classics, on 1 player at least. It might favor you just a little bit. Oh, Travis can stink through the cyber cage, and that's a fake defuse from Rurals because Nebula will want to get these kills. A Kraken, oh no! He gets taken down by a well-placed shock dart. It's down to 1v1. Berksy, clean headshot, does win out, and he was watching short, perhaps. 2 tunnel vision, expecting 1 more player of the Aftermind to still be alive. But hey ho, that wasn't the case. Nebula, off to a good start now. Map 2. Berksy on 2 kills, Rurals on 2, Jesse on 1. And they should be going for a full SMG buy. Looking to perhaps go a little bit further on defense.
This goes here.
Oh, but what's this? Berksy and the Kraken. Double Sentinel B. Aftermind, they'll have no chance of taking that site without losing a few bodies. Thankfully though, Aftermind, they aren't going that way, because as you can see, the whole team going towards the A main angle. Like I said, when you don't have a gun advantage, just make up for it in bodies. And oh, Rurals, that's a good paranoia. Probably blinded the whole team, point blank. And he's racking up bodies right now. The flash is from everyone. Aftermind, they're falling like flies. Rurals still going aggressive. And the jump, it doesn't matter. When you can't exactly get the flicks mid-air, just spray bullets point blank. It does the job. 2-0. Very fast round from Nebula. And now they should be playing the bonus. Meanwhile, Aftermind, this is going to be a full buy. The question right now is, Nebula, do you attempt to get a few kills and lose the round? Or do you want to pull a strat and go aggressive, get early intel, figure out which sites Aftermind are hitting, so you will have bodies on the site fast. However, I like this from Nebula. Double Sentinel on B. You see the utility stack on the minimap. That is ridiculous. It's just a whole blotch. It's a dead man's zone, essentially, right there. Aftermind, the spike is situated towards the A site. And they are playing this very smart and tricky. Just trying to figure out where the agents are playing. There. As of now, I don't think Aftermind realized that 2 Sentinels are on B. So they will be in for a really rude awakening if they do commit to the push. Dead silence from Nebula as well. They are aware, Aftermind knows that they are playing a bonus round, Spectres all the way, and not playing aggressive as well. Just letting Aftermind come to them, and confident that they can win in a battle of the spray downs. Well, at the end of the day, thankfully, Aftermind, they aren't going for the B hit after all. There was some utility there, but the 2 Sentinels, they will have to see action later on. Rurals got to walk inside the smoke, maybe. Oh, it gets shot out. Never mind. This is good. Rurals good for 1, looking for a second. That's one. Rurals good for 2, indeed. The Spectre coming in huge for his team. But no, Nebula, they are falling on the other side. 3-on-3. Aftermind, they strike back. However, 10 seconds left to plant the spike. Jesse sprays down Pumpy, and that's the advantage of the Spectre at certain ranges. Marsh going absolutely mental right now, trying to get flicks and get kills. And only they had paint shells, that would have been a win easy into the the triple stack plant spot. It didn't come to it though. Smart plays, good trades coming out from Nebula, and they will pick up their 3rd round off of a bonus play actually. 3-0 going for Nebula. Looks like maybe map 1 was just a warm-up after all. But then again, you can't say these things too early on because in Valorant, anything can happen. You're only on the 4th round. Aftermind, they can still buy into this. Half armor and rifles, not a big deal. But meanwhile, Nebula, huge defense once again on the B side. It's a fortress right now. And 3 players on A. The thing about Nebula is that they have to be confident in the abilities of the 2 Sentinels on the B sites to be able to get killed and lock down B. Otherwise, it really won't be ideal if the Sentinels go down without their utility being used. Pocket might just walk into a Cypher trap. He sees it. Indeed, it gets popped. Folksy. Oh no, that's a really good blast back as well. It's destroyed even more utility, I believe. Pocket already on the site, and oh, good straight through a smart crosshair placement, takes down Kraken. Berksy, he's gonna have to try hold it down and couldn't get any more. Jesse though does get that trade coming through, and even a tag, but Jesse has to run Aftermind. Pocket doesn't do anything, but it does tag down Jesse to a lick of HP. Nebula 3-on-3, this could be doable, but however, on Aftermind, your Sova is already so low. You should be playing off-site to use your Hunter's Fury to deny the defuse. This is rough. All 3 players actually holding in the elbow angle. Nebula, they've taken the side for free, but however, once again, paranoia. Are there players out long? Are there players in hookah? Big balls jump when Jesse takes down one, and Pumpy's by himself, still spraying blindly, taking another. Pumpy takes down minimized blind with the classic right click. All down Jesse now by himself. Shock dust coming through real quick. But they're missing Jesse, man. Just stick the defuse at this point. You must be joking. Jesse puts up the kill, but no. Oh, no, 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 not like that. Aftermind. Nebula had every advantage in their corner, but they squandered it.
I need a drop.
That has got to be a serious blow to the guts. You have to cop that on the chin and just, move on. You shouldn't be losing those rounds. You have such a huge man advantage. There's no excuse.
Here.
Oh dear, dear, dear. Crazed. We'll spot out a killjoy now. On the A site, they've decided to switch up the defense for Nebula. A sentinel apiece. Sorry, just have to check the scoreboard. Forgot to show you guys early on during the freeze time. Still full buy from both teams. Aftermind still half armor all the way. They shouldn't really be winning those rounds. Half armor, yes, it's half armor, but it does make a difference to an extent. At long ranges, a phantom will one-shot you. I'm pretty sure, right? 130 something to the head? I think so. Okay, pain shells. Forces Jesse back. Nebula on the defense. They don't really have much in terms of ultimates to work with. And oh no, the Nano Swarm was used really early. And Aftermind, the utility is flying out. There should be an A take. However, there's still opportunity to rotate off. A Kraken sprays down pockets off of utility. A Kraken for two actually. Down goes Craze. Jesse onto March. Minimize onto Pumpy. And it's all down to Travis on his lonesome. 1v5. Half armor. No armor at all. As a Jet, he's going to have to shoot that turret real quick. Managed to dash around it, but it was for naught. A Kraken was ready and poised. Imagine if a Kraken actually fat-fingered and pumped down that that lockdown right now.
Here. Here.
Nebula. Looking good, I have to say, in map 2. 4-1, Aftermind now. 4th onto an eco round. You can't really half-buy with maybe 2k economy. Meanwhile, Nebula, they are comfortable and cruising. 3 ultimates to work with. Minimize, he could play aggressive with the running back. Granted, he doesn't really have to. But Marsh, the orbital strike, and Travis, the blade storms are already pumped out. And Pumpy sees the Cypher cam. Man, that probably wasn't the best placement of the camera. The shining lights, it's a beacon of danger for the enemy team. Oh, a Kraken dancing with fire. Those jet blades are really, really deadly and accurate. A Kraken? Oh no, he gets sprayed through the smoke! You must be joking! Aftermind, their brains are mega right now! And the 2 players on the B side for Nebula get taken down by Classics for crying out loud. Nebula down 2 players, and that's the crucial lockdown gone. Good utility to clear corners. Minimize. He has to use the running back now or never get kills for his team. He's no way. He's gonna stick the defuse to half. No, he could have stuck it to half. You must be kidding. Jesse getting a kill, but oh dear me, look at the Brimstone playing so far away. He already has the the orbital strike prepared, and there you go. It comes out right now. It kills Rurals. It's all down to Jesse by himself. A look of HP marking, getting kill him with a classic. Indeed, it happens. Aftermind. My God, what a play, what a round. With only pistols, they managed to turn the tables. They managed to turn the tides onto Nebula. A Kraken, I think he was the key to Aftermind winning that round. As long as they killed the Killjoy with the lockdown, the round was essentially theirs. Minimize, yes, you did have to run it back, but you have to go for huge plays and get kills with it. Otherwise, it's more or less worthless.
Safety's off.
Aftermind, they surprise me at every turn. Oh, really good recon arrow, and it gets popped instantly. It's questionable by Jesse to use it at that angle, because maybe because you would expect Aftermind, a team who with an attacking playstyle very much like your own, to be playing very slow and default every single time. So using that recon arrow, it doesn't really confirm anything. Game sense probably would tell you that there are players of Aftermind outside showers. Oh.
Shadows traveling.
World, Pumpy, rookie mistake, doesn't check his coordinates, and World just exits out of his utility usage and just pumps the shells in the back of his head. Oh, Bracken gets taken better, gets taken advantage of it again, and those paint shells might spell the death of Berksy. Indeed, it does. Aftermind, they manage to take side every single time, and no, the flash as well. I think Minimize may have flashed himself. Craze picking up an easy kill. Jesse, there's gonna be a huge spray down. Mid onto Travis though. Travis strikes back, 14 HP, all down the rolls by himself. Ideally, if you have a Vandal, it might be better. Because clean one-shot headshots. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Good shot onto pocket. And he's pumping out smokes. He could actually try to stick the defuse. Realistically, what does Aftermind have to prevent this? There's no Molotov lineups. Rolls. He could just stick this all the way actually, but no, it's too late. Travis has already flanked and just walks right up in the smoke with Rolls. Takes him down. Aftermind for 3. 1 round behind Nebula. Nebula, you were playing well at the start. What happened? You know what? I think I'm just going to try to put my microphone gain just down a little bit more and put my mic closer to my mouth. Maybe that's the secret to having clean audio. Maybe. Either that or using a voice meter. Who knows?
Here.
Nebula now stuck on an eco. There was a disastrous round by them in the previous. Players running out one at a time. Not much patience being exhibited by Nebula, I have to admit. Aftermind. Oh, might just be picking up a few kills really early. A Kraken, no, he's done and dusted if the Elder spots him, and indeed, Puppy just keeps spraying. Hold down the left mouse button, and you shall be rewarded. 2 kills going his way. Aftermind off to a great start. Now minimize, clean shot, and that's the power of the Vandal. 1 shot to the head, it will do the job. Masters going to have to fall back because the team of Aftermind, they are going to the A sites to plant the spike. It's all down to Jesse by himself, going really aggressive. He has to land hard shots now, but I do think Aftermind checks the corner. Indeed they do! Oh! A lick of damage onto Travis, but eventually Jesse does go down. 2v4. Minimize. He could be going huge right now, but no, Pumpy has already gone for a flank, and he does catch the final player. 4 kills for Pumpy. Aftermind looking really big and strong. 4-4, they've brought it back, they've tied things up, and I don't think actually a Kraken has managed to use that Killjoy lockdown at all ever since having it. It's the 9th round right now, and he still hasn't used it at all. Okay, maybe I'll turn my microphone gain just a little bit higher.
Yes, this should do.
Oh, no, no, no.
Stay sharp.
Bomb buddy out.
4-4 and 4 ultimates for Nebula. How will they use this though? They really have to win rounds and not let Aftermind get the momentum in the first half.
Fire in the hole.
Fire and hold, there you go. Pocket already with a really aggressive player, the one of the star duelists for Aftermind, pumping out the showstopper, and good play by Nebula, not pushing too aggressively, holding far back. A Kraken has to stay alive though to use the Killjoy lockdown. Aftermind, all the players are exiting sites all towards one angle. Oh, this could be deadly. Jesse could be picking up a lot of damage right now. Indeed, he does tag the Brimstone. He gets a kill on the Marsh. This is brilliant. And now the Killjoy lockdown Travis. He might just be on the cusp. No. He's still very visible. Good spray down to minimize, and he does survive. Travis gonna have to exit. And a defuse can actually happen. Although, Killjoy lockdown is gone. And oh, the trade's coming back from Aftermind right now. It's down to 1 player by himself. Jesse has the angle. The defuse has to come through. The Kraken, the whole sticking it now. And it takes a spray down from Crazy. We'll have the job done. Nebula, no, not like this. So many ultimates invested, and they still couldn't win the round. I'm not too sure why a player wasn't sticking the defuse when you already had a player challenging the Sova out long. God. It hurts my soul to see this. Oh well. It is what it is. Aftermind starting to build up economy now. This is more or less 5 rounds in a row. Nebula. The buy is really scrappy. I'm not too sure what they're doing right now. You have 2 rifles and no money left in the bank for Minimize and Jesse. I really like how Pocket, he's so aware of the Sentinel defense. He's using his blast packs not for himself, but instead for his team to destroy utility. You don't see that a lot with Razors, especially in higher in matchmaking at least. Maybe if the team was more coordinated, it would happen. But a lot of Razors, they play selfishly and for themselves. They always use the blast packs for their own movement benefit. Company does get pinged, and that's all the Cypher Traps gone. Oh no, Minimize. Holding a long angle, and Nebula looking to play retake on B. So, oh no, Berksy gets caught off guard. Pocket holding the angle so patiently. Minimize going out by himself, does some damage off the Pocket, but it's not enough to finish the job. And welcome to the chat, Easy. Aren't you guys playing soon? 4 to 5, Jesse trades back onto Pumpy, but the spike is getting planted right now. The defense for Aftermind should be dug in deep. Jesse going into hookah by himself. Thankfully, though, there are no players of Aftermind going that way. Once again, Nebula, they have a few players on pistols and a few on rifles, so the retake, it's not ideal. Whirls, same play, that's an Omen smoke onto the spike. Minimize is already gone, that's one Vandal. And oh no, the recon arrow is so good! It's all down to Kraken by himself, aiming at the wrong player. Good bait and switch by Aftermind. And they are picking up these kills and picking up the rounds. Aftermind. God, looking unstoppable now. The pain train has started, and there are no stops on its path. Nebula. Oh no, man. Jesse, the only player on 15 kills. Everyone else still less than 10. Meanwhile, same thing actually for Aftermind. Only Pompey on 10, but no one else has gotten more kills than him. It doesn't matter though, because they are getting the rounds over the kills, and that is what matters, especially when you are playing an official league game. Aftermind, they already have 1 map point.
Right here.
They win this, and Nebula is done and dusted. There won't be a map 3. Nebula, they really have to pump their all into this map 2 to try win it out. Go Kraken, good shots, takes down Pumpy. So the flanks are open for Aftermind. No Cypher Traps. But Marsh, oh god, he's right under. Oh, Minimize spots out that red beret. And the clean wall bangs, maximum wall penetration with the Sheriff, takes him out. Oh! It doesn't matter though, because Pocket is right there to strike fear into the hearts of Nebula. Berksy, he's got to land this shot, but the paranoia might be too late. Indeed, this. Oh no! Come on, Rurals, what are you doing, man? You know there's a play around the corner. Don't pull out the paranoia. Aftermind, if Craig's got 1 kill, it was for certain that he would go for more. And Jesse had his knife out, so he had no choice probably, but just to use it. Does some damage, not enough though. A Kraken by himself. Oh, Nebula, this is looking rough. Actually, that single knife right click, I think, it managed to destroy all of Travis's armor and take him down to 75. So, not bad. It actually does do some damage. Just like in CS, a right click with the knife, it does it's a 2/kill. Props to Jesse actually for even landing it. Usually, it's really hard to land even a single knife hit.
Last round in the half.
Yep, last round and a half. Nebula, they can just buy into this, but how much utility would they have? They only have 1 ultimate on Berksy. The Neural Theft, which we haven't seen been used this game yet. Aftermind, really confident now.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Rifles all the way. 3 ultimates going this side as well. Craze, Hunter's Fury. He'll probably be looking to use it post plants to deny a defuse.
That goes there.
Oh god, my throat. Oh no, Craig! He's going for the kill after all! He might just do damage! Oh, thankfully though, he doesn't get the kill. Brooksy only tags down heavily, and oh, minimize! Dancing with fire, that's his only flashbang used. Got some intel, and Travis got positioning instead. Travis, ooh! At that distance, the wallbangs actually, it doesn't favor either team realistically. Minimize, if anything, takes 20 points of damage. Aftermind, they are so tricky on the attack. Nebula just can't figure it out. Aftermind, they're playing default for crying out loud, and then making Nebula waste so much utility. 2 shock darts. Oh, good
Cage trigger.
hammer by Brooksy to at least
30 seconds
buy
left.
time for his team. Now, Aftermind, you know how they play. They play really patiently. Hunter Neural, Hunter Spirit being pumped out. Jesse, jump shot for style points. Travis raced down Brooksy, so that's a good recon arrow. And Nebula, you have a 2-man advantage, but you never count Aftermind out. Crazed, he's looked through a smoke, and Rolls couldn't quite get the flick. It's all down to the last player left by himself. Pumpy getting sprayed through. Nebula, they do pick up the final round of the first half, 5-7.
Switching sides.
Jesse, 17 kills. This guy is going huge for Nebula right now. But how much more can he really do? I think trying to carry, it's harder on the defense than it is on the attack. Because on the attack, your team only has to go for 1 site, and you don't have to retake. On the defense, you lose a few players, and you can't manage to retake site. That's rounds lost. But however, if you want to carry in Valorant, Sova probably isn't the agent you want to be playing. Aftermind. Still up by 2. So this is a closer game than map 1. But if history has shown us anything, Aftermind, they will pull something crazy out of their backsides. Like right now. 3 players pushing down B long. Jesse, you might die, man. You might die. Oh, the damage has been done. Jesse very low. However, he does manage to strike back somewhat. Travis also on 13 HP. Nebula, poised to go for the A split. A Kraken has managed to take A showers relatively easily. So there's no showers to clean at least. Pumpy, that's a good... Oh, that's a one-way Cypher Cage. I haven't seen that one before. Unfortunately, Nebula, they're really pushing to U-Hole, so it does seem that... Aftermind, they're going to have to retake from that angle. And oh no, the paint shells did so much damage from Pocket. This is huge! Aftermind, they're making it happen. Jesse on the flank. Deary me, man. The DP is coming through right now. Crazed. Just having to make sure that there's no players towards in front of his team. And Crazed. Oh god. And Nebula. Just like that. Off of a single paint shell, I believe. They lost the round. Jesse, you have to die, man. If you stay alive, you don't get that much money. Well, Aftermind, up by 3. 8 rounds now, and the window of opportunity is seriously closing for Nebula. Maybe it's because of the new lineup. The synergy just isn't quite there yet. They're not able to adapt to how Aftermind is playing. Aftermind, you saw how on the attack, how tactical they were, playing default, getting intel, getting picks, and then they finally go for a side take at the very end. Meanwhile, Nebula, stark contrast now on B. One hour drone only sees 1 player at the most, just Pocket. But little do they know that there are 3 players of Aftermind still on the B site. Oh, that recon arrow is tricky, and the sprays just somewhat going in the favor of Nebula. They have a 1-man advantage, but however, sight is not clear just yet. Travis still holding very steady, and once that spike is going to get planted, which I don't think Nebula would check the angle. Oh no, they do. But it's Jet being Jet, you can afford to dash away, and here comes the firing squad. Oh, 2 for 2. It's all down to the last player. Pumpy by himself sprays down a Kraken, the Killjoy, and now the last player of the server is tagged down solo. Pumpy, he might just be in the bag to clutch this out. Good dodge on one shot dart first, and this could be a huge wallbang actually. I think higher tier players would go for the wallbang. And now Jesse, he can't really peek this angle. Pumpy. This is getting really tense. Oh, Pumpy, what a shot! Sees the bare edge of Jesse's head, sees his ear, and takes his head clean right off. 8-5, Aftermind. So strong right now.
You forget. I always play high stakes.
Aftermind. I think it's done. Nebula, they 4 rounds down now. They lost the 4 spy. And I do think they could be forcing back into this. Because you need to win rounds so hard right now. You can't afford to dilly-dally anymore. When it gets to 10-5, that's a huge gap you have to cover. Aftermind.
Yes.
Playing a bonus of sorts, you have 1 Guardian, 2 Rifles, 2 Spectres. But it doesn't really matter. They have 4 rounds to work with at the very least. Oh, Marsh saw the gun barrel extending out of Minimize. And the Guardian, the maximum wall penetration. It could have done some serious damage there. Really interesting camera spot by Pumpy as well. Putting it low instead of high. Oh, a Kraken, the turret, it makes noise. And being Killjoy as well. With the nerfs, the other team, as soon as you hear the turret, you'll know that Killjoy is somewhere nearby because it's active. Marsh. He's ready, and Pumpy, takes down the, Oh my god, the Killjoy turret, man, now he's missing his shots right now. Minify fucking blocks into them, and Marsh spamming away with the Guardian. Kraken spams down Pumpy. It's Wild Wild West with his 6-shooter. Marsh spraying random shots, not getting anything out of it. And somehow the Sheriffs are getting it done. I'm liking this right now, but oh no, just as I say that, Nebula, they get sprayed down. Craze, another shock dart kill. Oh! Oh! Craze for 3. Nebula, they couldn't even get the spike planted. Down by 5, and they should be buying up fully into this round. Ah, and also in the chat, I didn't realize, I didn't fully read into the patch notes for that patch. But, I know now that apparently on the attacking side, even if you die without planting the spike, and you stay alive, the penalty is the money bonus is the same as dying. It's only on the defense in which it makes a difference. Fair enough. Maybe I should revise those patch notes. Nebula, you have rifles now, and you shouldn't really be looking to lose this round. Aftermind, the defense has been impeccable in the second half. If anything, this would be where Nebula would struggle a little bit. You have a double Sentinel comp now on the attack, especially given how your defending half went somewhat poorly. Kraken, he will have the Killjoy lockdown, and Nebula looking to use it to invest in the B take. No. Aftermind, still 3 players on B site, and this probably should be the way Bind is played. 3 players on B. A is easier to retake.
Standing ahead.
Interesting recon arrow by Craze actually. It's probably because of the bounce time, and oh no, not like that. However, the buddy system from Nebula. Left. Finally, they take down Craze, and that's 1 thorn in their sides gone. No recon arrows for them. All 4 players of Aftermind, so coordinated, and it's 3 players around the corner. Take down Jesse, and no, Minimize 2. They were flashed as well. A Kraken, good for 1, but he gets tagged down so heavy. Uses a Nanotome grenade to buy time. for his team. Pumpy pumps right out of that Cypher cage, and oh dearie me, Nebula, you have to be thinking some angles, getting kills right now because your players are falling one at a time. Rolls takes down another, and it's all down to the last player by himself, and 2 players of Nebula. Finally, buddy, I'm liking this. Oh, and indeed they do take down Travis. Finally, Nebula, they win a round on the second half, 6-10. Still down by 4 though, so they can't rest easy just yet. Aftermind, probably gonna have the half buy coming into this round. The previous few rounds have been expensive for them, even though they did win most of it. But Nebula, they cannot afford to lose anything. They have to keep winning rounds to build up economy to go forward. Pumpy, oh no, the $900 bucky. He can do some serious damage at that distance. Good little airstrafe by Minimize to bait out a single shot, so they know that there is at least 1 player in the U-Haul angle. But they don't know that there is 2. Nebula, now finally playing really slow. Slow tactical default, but they still have to take sight. 2 players of Aftermind in the hookah angle, and I do think Kraken has the right idea. There you go. That's the turret. Marsh is just a bait. He should be destroying the turret, and clean headshot actually, but I'm not too sure if the bucky shot onto the turret was necessary, because they now know that there's a shotgun in the hookah angle. Marsh looking for another, misses the shot narrowly onto a Kraken, but no, a Kraken, where are you looking? Pumpy! That $900 bucky right click pumps him down, and still surviving, 27 HP, Minimize, not much better himself, but however, the rest of his team is chiming in and pushing onto the sites. Pumpy,
30
the
seconds
aggression.
left.
He didn't opt to pick up the rifle though, which would probably favor his team. And Nebula, okay. About 15 seconds left, and they don't commit to B after all. That was 1 ultimate wasted. 10 seconds left, crazed. He has to delay. Misses a shot. Shock dart coming out, and this might be deadly. Oh, shock dart onto Minimize. Crazed with his shock dart. Doing so much work for Aftermind and Pocket. My god. The blast pack. And this is going disastrously for Nebula. They just can't get anything to happen. They win 1. And then Aftermind, they take it right back. Oh no. 6-11. 2 more rounds, Aftermind, and they'll have sealed the deal. 2-0. Jesse, 21 kills, and his back is broken now at this rate. How much more can one man possibly do? He was even trying to plant the spike, and then Pocket just zips around the corner and, you know, caps him in the face. Jesse,
On my wire.
destroys Pumpy's utility. Marsh and Pumpy, I like the buddy system again in B long. Should one player get taken out, it won't be for free. Oh my god, a Kraken only has a classic as well. Nebula, I think they are investing quite a lot into this round. They need to win.
Scanning ahead.
Slowly being expunged. Travis takes down the Kraken. Marsh onto Minimize. Nebula, dearie me, in the dash in by Jesse. It was overzealous. It wasn't enough. It's a flawless round for Aftermind. Match points. Nebula down by 6. This is looking to be it.
Match point.
Nebula now match point. You can probably just fully buy into this round. But that's everything they have. Do or die at this point. 2 ultimates to work with. No run it back on their side. Berksy, Neural Theft. He still hasn't managed to use it once this game. Rurals from the shadows, Omen Teleport on the attack. It could be good for a side push. But now, Aftermind. Oh gosh, looking so strong on the defense. Marsh even. Orbital Strike. Travis this time has the operator. Looking to go aggressive. Minimize. Can't miss the shot. And Pocket is just too sharp for him. Minimize wasn't quite aiming at the head level. And now, if Nebula, they peek this angle, Travis is going to be in for a treat. Good paranoia, it blinds him. However, if this was Maple or Ninum, they would still be holding the angle and using timing to pump at least one bullet out.
Enemy down.
Marsh on the flank, down goes Rurals. That's the source of smokes for Nebula. And Aftermind, they still haven't lost a single lick of HP. And just as I say that, Marsh does get taken down. Pumpy, sneaky angle. Finally, there you go, the neural theft. And Pumpy, oh, he strikes right now. Takes down Brooksy and takes down 2. Jesse by himself. He's the top fragger for Nebula. But 1v3, it's a tall order for this man. I don't know if he can do it. Place your bets right now. Does he win? Or does he lose? Jesse, walking around really patiently. Thankfully, though, there is one player for Aftermind on the A site. And good thing by Pocket as well. He's playing really passive. Because right now, Nebula, they have a 2-man advantage. Even if Jesse does get 1 kill, they can still rotate over and overpower him with manpower. Oh no, it just walks right into Pocket and it's done and dusted. 13-6. Aftermind, they walk away so cleanly. Nebula, better luck next time. Now, you guys know how I like to do things. It's always an interview with the... I always go for an interview with the winning team's team captain. Look at this, 13-6, Nebula. They were struggling today. I don't know why. Just the teamwork wasn't quite there. They just weren't meshing. Meanwhile, Aftermind, absolute class act. You saw how well they played. Timing, teamwork, communications. And not only that, none of the players got greedy as well. They were playing so patient and they always played the man advantage. Play the objective. Now, we'll be going for an interview, ideally with the team captain of Aftermind. There we go. If I see... Where is he? Marsh. There we go. Incoming call right now for Marsh.
Hello.
Marsh, team captain for Aftermind. First off, congratulations. 2-0! You cleaned up Nebula. How do you guys feel?
Really good. Reformed Aftermind. It's all from
Reformed Aftermind. Okay, so tell me, what changes did you guys undergo?
We kind of ditched like our entire playbook, and I kind of just been building it back up, changing things, keeping it simple, and it worked out tonight. So it's been good.
So what exactly? Okay, you know what? That's a weird question. I don't think you're willing to answer. But from what I saw tonight, Aftermind, really calm, really tactical, patient plays. No one got greedy, and you guys all played the objective, buddy system, and just getting the trades all along.
Yeah, for sure. Pocket is usually pretty good, but tonight he was good discipline. But he's very sharp, so he can. But yeah, it was good. Good overall.
Although one MVP for your team in tonight's can I guess?
Sure.
Pocket?
Probably. I don't know, honestly. Each map was different. Like, Craze played really well second map. I think Pocket was probably the most consistent across the 2 maps. There's some really good darts in that second map. Pretty huge as well. But yeah,
yes, Craze actually.
Well-rounded.
Absolutely. Like, no one on your team is outstanding on both maps. Like, all the kills were roughly the same. Only at map 2 though, you were on 9 kills, so just maybe IGLing.
Hey, that's map I was on 20 though. You know, I'm just saying.
It's true. Absolutely. Well, it's good that the team listens to you, and they are.
I don't know about that.
Well, never mind then. Well, they listen to you tonight. Well, either way, man. I wish you guys the best going further up into the league ladder for Aftermind, and I'm really liking what I see. Now, for this season, are you guys playing in the Oceanic Pool?
Yeah, we missed the open call number 1, but we are doing number 2.
Any fears going into open qualifiers number 2? Any team they want to play specifically?
Not particularly. I wouldn't mind some revenge on Funky for the first track.
Funky, did they make it? No, they didn't. No one's playing open qualifiers again. Well, man, tell you what, I will be going on a small holiday come Friday. So, if you guys do play Fun Crew before then, you know who will be casting.
Always appreciate it.
Oh man, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. I appreciate the insights. Any last closing words or shout-outs from you? Two clean games. Took a lot out of you listening. Oh man, once again, thank you for coming. Best of luck for the future. Wow, what a nice young gentleman. Thank you. Have a good night. I like that. That's madness. Guys, that's all from Crash and me tonight. Just a single game. Best of 3. Nebula 0-2. Going for Aftermind. We win 2 games reasonably convincingly from what I saw. And as always, if you'd like to observing, give Crash a follow on Twitter at CrashMates. That's mate with 3 A's. And if you like my casting, follow me here on Twitch, DigitalQF, or on Twitter, DigitalQF, which I hope I will be announcing more. I'll be announcing more personal streams in the future, just so you can see me play. It's gonna be a little bit better. And oh no! Well, unfortunately, that interview with Aftermind Marsh. Oh no! I have music pumping in the background. But hey, just to sum up what Marsh was saying. Basically, he was saying that his team, they don't listen to him all the time, but tonight, thankfully, they did. Pocket played reasonably disciplined, which was good. No one was outstanding, no one was greedy. It was a clean play. And he said that he completely revised Aftermind's playbook from the ground up. Everything brand new, and we are seeing the fruits of his labor tonight. Really clean 2-0 for Aftermind. I don't think he said anything else. Not that I'm aware of. Probably Crazed really popped off map 2 or something. Good shock darts all the way through. What was it? Well, what else was there? And also Pocket, he was consistent across the 2 maps. Guys, once again, hope you enjoyed the show. Tune in for more in the future. I will be casting. And as always, if you do like my casting, maybe do just show some support so I can be the contracted caster for LPL next season. But hey, that's to be seen in the future. But yeah. Alright guys, that's all from me. I'll be going for a raid to support the local community after this. Hope you enjoyed the show. See you next time.